Hi, my name is Claire and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you don't know me, I'm an Irish YouTuber living in Ireland. If you do know me, thanks for coming back. This time, I'm building a custom mechanical keyboard as a total keyboard noob. At one point, I must have accidentally clicked on a keyboard video because suddenly my recommended feed was filled with keyboard videos. And then obviously, once you watch one, you end up watching a million. And I just got addicted to watching videos of people build keyboards. One thing I was not going to do was solder a keyboard. So for fellow noobs like me, it turns out you can get mechanical keyboards that you can like click in the different parts, or you can get mechanical keyboards that people actually take a soldering gun to. Is that what it's called? A soldering iron? Mentlers. I don't know why you would choose to do that when you can buy ones you can just click the stuff onto. There are different color switches and there are different thingamajig parts involved in building a keyboard, and I did as much research as possible and figured out that what I wanted was a hot-swappable, is that what it's called? Keyboard. To the best of my ability trying to Google this shit, it seemed like red switches might have been the quietest or some of the quieter mechanical switches. I think blue switches were like way louder, and I feel like brown switches were also louder. So I ended up getting red switches. I watched a lot of this one YouTuber, his name totally escapes me now, but he'll be on the screen in the edit. He does an awful lot of videos where he makes keyboards. He made one video where he built a keyboard from a website called Banggood. On Banggood, I found this amazing key set that was like what I consider to be as close to a unicorn keyboard as I could possibly get. And so I fell in love with it immediately. Then for keyboard, it was a little bit harder to figure out what the frick I wanted, but I eventually settled on this keyboard because it had a little dial in the corner for volume, and I thought that was so fucking cool. Yeah, that's why. Like, I just, like, listen, I'm not a keyboard nut, okay? Also, it was hot-swappable or whatever, so I knew that I could just click stuff in and I didn't have to solder or anything, because that, again, was not fucking happening. When I eventually got the keyboard and the keycaps and the switches, I was ready to go. I laid it all out on the bed, no work bench or any of that. I did notice that when the switches got here, some of them were really bent. So there's two little prongy things, and then they go like that. No, that didn't work. A lot of these pins on these switches are bent. I wonder, like, is it okay to just bend them back? Now, I did have extras, so it was totally fine in the end, but some of them were really badly bent and I had to bend them back so that they would go into the keyboard. From all my watching of all these keyboard videos, I know that even when keys are hot swappable, these experts lube their keys. I was too lazy to do that, so I didn't do that. My keyboard's kind of clacky, but I like it clacky. Once the switches were on, I put the keycaps on. Now, I made an absolute hames of putting the keycaps on, and I'll tell you why. I didn't realise that there was 2 levels to the keycap set that I'd gotten. In fact, I built the keyboard using only the top set because I didn't realise, like a box of chocolates, when you open it and you think there's only one line and it turns out there's another whole set of chocolates underneath it. I just made the keyboard using the top set, not realising there was a whole bottom set. And so some of the keys didn't fit because I didn't have any other sizing options for keys. So I thought this video was over and I thought that this had been a failed experiment. But it turns out that there was a second layer to the keycap box. So then I found keys of different sizes and ones that fit my keyboard. And when I tell you I was so relieved it hadn't been a failed experiment, I actually couldn't. With the keyboard, I got like a little box. The most important thing that was in there was a switch remover. And I only found out that there was a switch remover in that box after I'd already removed a not working switch with a knife. I know that people who do this regularly are like eating their hands watching this video. I googled it and it said if you don't have a tool to remove the switches, you need to use a screwdriver. So this is what I'm doing. I didn't expect to be doing this today. Sorry, but the lights are actually class. How fucking cool are they? Yes! Oh, sweet Jesus, what am I doing? Luckily, I had 2 or 3 spare switches, although another one of them wasn't working, so it was my last switch. Oh no, that doesn't work either. Oh my god, it works. Yes! Give me all the T's. Give me the titty. Woo! It works! 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 And after I did that, I found the fucking switch remover in the box that the keyboard came in. So annoying. Update at a later date. I left my keyboard on overnight, so it's dead. So I just opened the packet to get the charger and found this, which is clearly a switch puller. Open everything at the start, kids. One thing I was unable to do as a keyboard building noob was program the lights the way that I wanted. Now, it turns out the way that the lights go is actually the way that I want them. They do this lovely rainbow thing onto my desk, which is fine by me. I don't know what I would have programmed otherwise if I was trying to program something smarter, because I don't know what the other options are. But I figured out that I was just unable to even attempt that. So I just left it. FN and delete. Backlight recording mode. After pressing any key, start to select the required key color. Yeah, I can't do this. But actually, I quite like what's happening here, so I'm going to leave it at that. And I like it. It just does this rainbow thing. I know my friend, Kelly, my friend, not yours. I said that weird tonight. My friend. You might know her from Tri-Channel. She has programmed her mechanical keyboard to light up around a key when that key is pressed. If that makes sense. I can't do that. So I'm just stuck with generic rainbow. But I mean, as you can tell, I'm pretty happy with generic rainbow. That's my brand. Generic rainbow. How fucking cool is that? That was actually so worth it. I take it all back. So yeah, I absolutely love my new mechanical keyboard. I love how noisy it is. I'm just like typing stuff all the time. I'm just like finding excuses to write emails. Even though I actually had a keyboard before it that was specifically made for my editing software, and so it had all the shortcuts on it, so it was super handy. And I still replaced it with this one because I just love it so much. You know, aesthetic over function, clearly. If you need me, I'll be over here typing very loudly. So that's my story of building a mechanical keyboard sort of from scratch as a total noob to this who just fell into it by watching a couple of YouTube videos. I would definitely recommend, if you're on the fence, give it a go. It's actually a lot easier than I made it out to be in this video, but I'm an idiot. But I must say now that I absolutely adore my new mechanical keyboard. It sounds fucking unreal. Do you like my new keyboard?
I'm gonna smash that fucking thing up.
You can't say that because I can't put that on the internet.
Isn't it? No.
Also, please compliment my keyboard in the comments, because how fucking cute is it? It's insane. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to the channel and give it a thumbs up if you're in a position to support me on Patreon. That's how I keep the lights on and keep creating content. I'm also on Instagram, TikTok and Twitter doing different stuff, and I've recently started streaming on Twitch if you're into live streams. If you got this far in the video, I'm impressed. If you like this video, you might like this video or this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you in the next video. Slán slán.